back with another video here today. I'm for the 76 over.
Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. Currently, it's Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up. Now it's Roethlisberger. And an incomplete pass.
That was horrible.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
As a defense, it hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
So I got drafted to this team.
Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Yeah.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Alright, I got a good round I'm about to do.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. And just like... Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown.
Come on. Oh, wow. Come on, Antonio Brown.
Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown down.
Man, I need to take the muscle off.
Whether you're playing man or zone, eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Oh, we're doing it right now.
Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And while there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he will
Caught it. 1st down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And it's
Come on, bro.
And it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Come on, 89.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
All right, yeah, that was my fault.
Intercepted a 3rd time. The midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They run with Connor. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make it. They're going to run. Here's Connor. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
4th and 2 is normally a passing down, but in this case, they decided to give it to their running back, and he did get the first down, although not by much.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And now it's 2nd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers. Make them
that's good, Antonio Brown, but...
and find their way open.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but it must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
On 3rd down, it's Connor, and good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Roethlisberger will throw.
Let's go! Fight!
Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense has got to be a little bit better.
I was open.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They're giving those short little routes, tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by David at the 40-yard line. Your play.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
sometimes I feed up what you think of. Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. But your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down. Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to. It's dark and it's hot, so leave me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason look out, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hate it or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player, you ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Juicy, keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads. Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already lived. It was written in the children's story. Their life's up, so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could tell me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents, drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm, have it dogs. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the green. I'm a player on the late night till. So see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog to the skull. Ignorant. Can I live? Still film it. Kiss the death and protect your neck. 3 boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger. Kiss the death and protect your neck. Shame on the 3 boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger. Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already dead. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome since 96. You were shook when reason on the ledge. I'm your, what's that? I smell. Let me count my.
Okay, guys, I'm back.
Today's practice has got to be great.
Okay, I'm practicing. Did you get a new mic or something? Hey, Robert. What's up? Hey guys, I'm gonna just end this video for right now, guys. We're gonna tomorrow. We're gonna continue episode 2 of Madden 19.